What's up, y'all, and welcome. My name is Derek Braxton, and welcome to the Tuesday Trick and Treat series, where the trick is to treat others well. All of this is for the amazing organization, Elijah's Promise. Um, Elijah's Promise right now is operating at 18,000 meals per month, and we're doing everything that we possibly can to make sure that we get money in their hands so they can put food in other people's hands. Um, we've been doing this for maybe about 2 or 3 months now, devoting our time and effort to make sure that this wonderful organization has as much resource as it actually gives. And this is now coming to a close. This will be the last streaming session of October. I just want to thank really quickly Tracy over at the Cultural Center, also Sarah over at the Cultural Center, and my boy SK, who's helped to host and moderate some of these interviews and some of these events. I also want to give a big shout out to every single artist that participated in there, which is now the number of artists is close to 100. When we first sought out in the beginning of the pandemic to trudge on and do virtual events, there was a period of uncertainty, both in knowing what was going to go on in the entire world, and still there's uncertainty. And we trudged on, we trudged through, and we did that through the leadership that we have up top with Mark Sharp, with the amazing Tracy over at the Cultural Center, with Sarah once again, and with SK, who have given a lot of hours to bring you this programming. As it comes to a close, it opens up other opportunities for other things to come to the light. So without further ado, we're going to go into our artist for today, which is Bairi the Siren. Now, I first originally was introduced to this young lady through Naja Young. Naja Young is based out of Elizabeth and Jersey City, amazing artist herself. We asked Bairi to send in videos. This was off of a different event, and we're completely blown away with the visuals that she presented us with. And just really, actually, she raised the bar up on what we expected. And she continues to outdo herself. She has a bunch of projects coming up, but we have the very unique and beautiful opportunity to check out one of her sets. So once again, this is Bairi the Siren, hailing from Jersey City area, but originally from Hershey, Pennsylvania.
There's a bottom to the top of a moment. You won't always be around. Catching someone coming quickly behind you. People want you underground. Do you misbehave? Haunt you to your grave. I'm gonna eat you alive. Please don't find me rude, but I don't eat fast food, so don't run too fast. Oh, just you know that you're the one. It's terrified. Ooh, just hide. Ooh, you know that you're the one. It's terrified. Ooh, la 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 la. La 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 la. It's a thief in the night to come and grab you. It can creep up inside you and consume you. A disease of the night that can control you. It's too close for comfort. Put on the brake lights. We in the city of wonder, ain't gon' play nice. Watch out, you might just go under. Ain't gon' think twice. Your third thought will be altered if you must fall to be wise. Your mind's in hysteria, like the darkness is a lie. Hysteria, am I scaring you tonight? Ain't used to what you like. Just hide. Ooh, you know that you look good. It's terrified. Ooh, just hide. Ooh, terrified. Terrified. Ooh. La 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 la. Bum bum be dum bum la 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 la. Here we go with another live show recording performance. I'm doing this one fully by myself, so wish me luck. I've been on my hands and knees, working on my home to please be enough. I've been grinding in my sleep, feel the fire in my sheets. It's my time. He wondering where I've been. I've already forsaken him. I have chosen a higher road. Finally learn I'm all I need. I'm the woman of my dreams. I'm divine. Paraíso, el cielo está aquí en mí. Paraíso, el cielo está aquí en mí. Oh, think they know all of my secrets. Body strong, but it ain't deeper than my mind. You only see what I let you see. Truth be told, my demons sweet. When I'm alone, they try to creep, but they can't touch my life. I'm in my own world, I swim in places they never been. Heaven I'll never know. Fell in love with pleasing me. I'm the woman of my dreams. I'm divine. Oh, yeah. Paraíso, el cielo está aquí en mí. Paraíso, el cielo está aquí en mí. If you know this one, I want you to sing it with me, alright? Baby boy, you stay on my mind, fulfill my fantasy. I think about you all the time, I see you in my dreams. Baby boy, not a day goes by without my fantasy. I think about you all the time, I see you in my dreams. oh. My baby's fly, baby, go. Yes, no. Love me so good, baby, oh. I'm so wrapped up in your love, let me go. Let me breathe, stay on my fantasy. Yeah, baby boy, you stay on my mind. Baby boy, you are so damn fine. Baby boy, won't you be mine? Baby boy, let's cause it. Yeah, baby boy, you stay on my mind. Baby boy, you are so damn fine. Baby boy, won't you be mine? Baby boy, let's cause it. Yeah. This is what we got going on here. This is just a door, you know, but it's gonna turn into something, you feel me? This is where the magic is made.
Going through so many different eras and so many different stages of success, how do you manage to keep the sanity? Period.
I'm going to speak for myself. The way I keep my sanity is because of the love that I have for the music and the passion that I have for this hip hop thing. I'm going to protect that. I'm going to protect how I'm able to keep creating.
One. Running back to your old ways lately. I'm wondering when my baby's gone. Running back to your old ways lately. I'm wondering when my baby's gone. Trying to reignite the flame that we started. Trying to figure out when you became so cold-hearted. Where we go wrong. Say it, I'd rather float in space for eternity than waste another day. Stuck in your seat, trapped in your weeds, begging you please come back to me. But I ain't tripping. If you wanna leave, then leave. Don't leave me hanging on an empty guarantee of perfect love. Just give it up. You just a scrub. You ain't enough. You ain't enough a man for me. You ain't enough a man for me. You ain't enough a man for me. You ain't enough man for me. You ain't enough a man for me. You ain't enough a man for me. Yeah. You ain't enough a man for me. I'ma do myself a favor. I tried to look really cute for you guys last time, but this time I'm gonna wear some sweatpants because I feel like being comfortable. It's that kind of day, it's that kind of week. I can still give y'all a show in my sweatpants. Yeah, why your energy switch up when I show up? Yeah, got your third eye staring at me, baby, take a picture. If you ain't riding for me, I ain't riding with you. Yeah, good girl bad, still really on hitters. Cause I come through with you every day and come into play. Here while you waiting, but please get the on my way, on my way. I can tell all the real in the fake, real in the fake. Got all of these snakes in my face, treat them like my slave. Yeah, shorty always winning. Used to be a good girl, now she done pretending. Know that she but she keep it on the low. City jaws hit the flow when she hit the dough. Keep it real though, tell them hit it to give it a rest. I'm good, love, and joy. I can guarantee that I'm worth more than what you can invest. Yes. Medusa in the flesh, you can come try me. But it ain't worth the stress, cause your love can't buy me. Unless it come with bands and nights that is blinding. I'm done with all your y'all calling, done with me. Keep that energy. Hey. the box. I just hit a lick with the box. Had to put the stick in the box. Hey, hey. Pour up the whole damn seal. I'ma get lazy. I got the mojo deals, leave me trapping like the 80s. She southern, so got a cash out. Told on white, but no, say slash. Hey, I will never sell my soul, and I can back that. And I really wanna know where you at. Alright, y'all. If you didn't know, I dropped a song and a video, and it's called Brat. And it's really fun, so let's get it. Yeah. You say that you different, you capping. How you so annoying and so attractive. Yeah, I be focused on the money, but I've been getting distracted by all of the lies and the love you've been feeding me. But to be honest, you mess with my synergy. Could've sworn that I liked you a month ago, but you be getting too comfortable. Call me when I'm in the studio, asking me to come please you, that's funny, bro. Must've forgot I'm on my grind. You better get you in line. Bet I'ma choose me every time. But when I'm done, maybe you could slide. Cause I gotta get to the bag, I'm on the road. Not in a set in the vibe, get in and go. I'ma get mine, then maybe you can get yours. Nothing less and nothing more. So when you walk through that door, don't say to me, let's skip the static. Better make sure that you work for me. I'ma need a fanatic. Take what I want and then make you leave. Come back like an addict. I shouldn't have to love me and quit. Love me and quit. Yeah, I'm a brat, so what? Get what I want, you gon' give it up. Dip if you mad, I don't give up. Cause a girl too bad to ever get caught up. Especially over a bum who get intimidated by a woman who is destined for greatness. You should feel blessed with the time that I gave you. Made you feel worthy, I guess that I played you. Truth hurt, don't it? Shoot, boy, you can never fill my shoes, boy. Oh, you still want it? Power of the woman, you can come through. Come and get the work. Yeah, I'm a brat, so what? And if you wanna stay, shut up. Talk to me nice, you might get the cut. But when it's said and done, act like you know what's up. Cause I gotta get to the bag, I'm on the road. Not in the set and the vibe, get in and go. I'ma get mine, then maybe you can get yours. Nothing less and nothing more. So when you walk through that door, don't say to me, let's skip the static. Better make sure that you work for me. I'ma need a fanatic. Take what I want and then make you leave. Come back like an addict. I shouldn't have to love me and quit. Love me and quit. Woo! The money is fake, guys. It's fake.
Trying to be more spiritually in tune with myself is also trying to like sense other people's spirituality as well and their energy and how I can supplement and help them, which is why I make music.
Take it easy. That's the way every day goes. Every time we have no control. If the sky is white, if the ground is black and yellow, it's the same way you show me. Now my head, don't close my eyes. Halfway on a slow move. It's the same way you show me. If you could fly, then you feel south. I know it's getting cold soon. The way it is, we're on land. So I'm someone to hold true. Keep you cool when it's still alive. And make it out when it's all ruined. Just the same way you show to me. Show to me. You show to me love. Glory from above, regard my dear. It's all downhill from here. In the wake of a hurricane, dark skin on a summer shade, nose dive in the floodline, talked out with milk craze, just the same way you show me. getting involved with both sides. Older kids trying off the roof, just the same way you show me. If you could die and come back to life, up for air for the swimming pool, you kneel down to the dry land, kiss the earth that burned you, gave you tools just to stay alive and make it out when it's all ruined. Just the same way you showed me, you showed me love, glory from above, regard my dear. It's all downhill from here.
So your unreleased song, Permission.
Yes. Honestly, I just heard this beat on YouTube and I was like, wow. Like,
That was a YouTube beat?
yeah, it does scare me, but I couldn't. It was irresistible to me. And it reminded me of Sabrina Claudio's song, Stand Still. I don't know if you've ever heard it.
I haven't heard
It's
that
a really
one yet.
great song, really great song. I was like, okay, well, I was thinking about Sabrina and I'm like, okay, I shouldn't write to the song because it reminds me of Sabrina. I should write to it because I want to. And I'm going to say what I have to say. So, put my little spin on it. The more I listened to that song, the more ideas came in my head with the harmonies. I was like, no, this is great. I put love behind all those layers and all this stuff. So somebody got to feel it.
If you want it, you got it. Just tell me you want it. Cause I'm good at catching vibes, but I'm bad at reading minds. And I'm very conflicted. This wine get me lifted. You know I'm touchy when you're by. Why you on the other side of the room? Is it cause we said we'd take it slow? Or is it cause you said you'd respect me? It's not too late to go back on the words that we speak. Let's just say what we mean. Yeah. Say you know you got me even when I play hard to give. Say you wanna please me even though you ain't seen nothing yet. You've got my permission to have yours. You've got my permission. Do I have yours? Yours, yours. If you wanna tell me that it's okay to love you, baby, all you have to do is lead the way. You've got my permission. Do I have yours? Yours, yours. All I'm singing is love songs. Got me up all night. Constant drinking in love songs. Got me up all night. Down and out with these love songs. Got me up all night. Got me up all night. Would you believe me if I said I'm in love? Baby, I want you to want me. Would you believe me if I said I'm in love? Baby, you've got mine. Ooh, do I have yours? You've got my permission. Do I have yours? Yours. one that tell me that it's okay to love you, baby. All you have to do is lead the way. Permission to have yours, yours. Ooh, ooh. You got my permission to have yours. You got my permission to have yours, yours, yours. Some people live for the fortune. Some people live just for the fame. Some people live for the power, yeah. Some people live just to play the game. Some people think that the physical things define what's within, and I've been there before, and that life's a bore so full of the superficial, and some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby, if I ain't got you, baby. Some people want diamond rings, some just want everything, but everything means nothing if I ain't got you. Some people search for the fountain, promise is forever young. Some people need 3 dozen roses, and that's the only way to prove you love them. Hand me the world on a silver platter, and what good would it be with no one to share, with no one who truly cares for me? Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby, if I ain't got you, baby. Some people want diamond rings, some just want everything, but everything means nothing if I ain't got you, yeah. If I ain't got you with me, baby. Ooh, so nothing in this heart don't mean anything if I ain't got you with me, baby. Red. This is my last song, Free. My name is Bairi. Thank you so much for listening and watching. When's the last time I've been this vulnerable? I don't know, but I don't mind it. Never thought that we would even come this far, but here we are. Didn't look for love, but we found it. Used to run and hide from every side, afraid to leave the confines of my mind. I hold myself back. Somehow you led me out into the light and showed me how much that I shine. I'm fine, I'm never going back. Now I am free. Oh, the pain. And now I am free to feel again. Now I am free, falling in the depths of you. Swear I'm so obsessed with you. To know you feel the same is amazing. Time could stop and I wouldn't care. Long as you are there. Every day with you is a blessing. Now I pray that all will pass the line. And I feel God when you are by my side. You are my hope. I see my future looking in your eyes. I feel you in my body, in my mind, in my soul. You the pain of the pain, free to feel again. Yeah, you. Thank you so much. Okay, let's start over.
All right, here we go.
I tried to leave you, to say I quit the drug, to say I'm peace, but the word it chases me around every day. Goodbye can't seem to find my mountain anyway. So I'll give you my body. Just don't tell nobody. I'll give you my body. 'Cause being without you is impossible. I'd rather be with you and be vulnerable. I pretend to my friends in the meantime, or they tell me that I'm a fool. But I wouldn't be able to feel love if it wasn't for breaking rules. Maybe fueling the fight you means I'm definitely crazy. Yes, I'm willing to burn if you're the one that comes to save me. And the thought it chases me around every day. That you're dangerous, but I can't resist it anyway. So I'll give you my body once again, but just don't tell nobody. Just keep it in you. I'll give you my body.
Okay, just witnessed a wonderful, wonderful performance by Bairi the Siren, hailing from Hershey, Pennsylvania. She's become one of the like shining lights of the area and just like Jersey City and New Jersey in general. Really, really blessed to have her perform, and then also we're blessed now to have an interview with her. But before we get into the interview, just would like to shed a little bit more light on exactly what we're doing here. Everything that you see here and everything that's going on here is for Elijah's Promise. Elijah's Promise is our local food pantry and soup kitchen. It's located here in the city of New Brunswick. And as you can assume, in these trying times, Elijah's Promise is doing more than they normally would do. 18,000 meals per month is around where they are right now. They're feeding a bunch of people. They're doing some of the work that needs to be done during these trying times, and subsequently, we have to make sure that we provide for this business, for this organization that provides for people who are going without. So if you have anything in your pocket whatsoever, if you have a dime, a nickel, a quarter, whatever it is, please make sure that you donate to Elijah's Promise. Right below, you can see some Venmo information that's scrolling across right now. But you also can see in the chat for this YouTube that there are numerous ways that you can go ahead and donate. Please make sure that you do. Give whatever you can, whether it's small or big. All right. So without further ado, man, we have an incredible young lady to interview today. Her name is Bairi the Siren, and we're gonna bring her on. We're gonna talk to her for a little while.
Am I here? I'm
What up?
here.
How you feeling?
What up? What up? I'm great.
You are here.
How
You
are
are present.
you? Yes. Yes.
Word.
How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing very well.
Good.
Incredible performance. I mean, but
Thank
that's what
you.
we've kind of grown accustomed to seeing from you. So
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm thankful but not surprised.
I
So
really appreciate you for allowing me to do this more than once for such a great cause, honestly. So thank you.
absolutely, we're glad to have you. And once again, this is the Tuesday Trick and Treat series, where the trick is to treat others well. We have with us Bairi the Siren, who it's Bowery, Kyrie,
Bairi.
Yeah.
So one of the inspirations, I don't know if you play video games, but there's a game called Kingdom Hearts, and it was like one of the video games that I grew up on. I like to game, and one of the main girls, her name is Kairi, Kairi, and she's like this pillar of light in the whole world, and so that's kind of one of the things that it was based on.
Dope.
Yeah.
And where does the siren come from? Because there's a lot of siren.
So right.
Yeah.
So the siren is not a part of my name altogether. Like, my name is Bairi. And I feel like the siren I changed my stage moniker, my stage name last year. And I felt like I needed to have something that hit, something with personality, something that was different and just made sense to me. So once I figured out Bairi, I don't know, it like came off my tongue, and I made sure that it wasn't just something that sounded cool. Like, I wanted to have soul ties to it. So I started thinking like, okay, a siren in Greek mythology is a mythical creature, more so in the shape of a woman, that lures men to like their demise with their voices and their souls. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I just had this thing of being more to the soul than to just the flesh. Like, it's underneath all of that. And a theme in my life is just like that siren mentality of feeling like I give myself, and instead of seeking vengeance or like revenge, something that the siren, there was like a quote, and it was like the most dangerous thing about a siren is their silence. And I feel like me being absent from people is like the punishment that they get for like mistreating me. So it's essentially that. There's a lot of layers to it, but I also feel like, like the video games that I grew up on, like Final Fantasy and all that, there's like a guardian force named the Siren, and she doesn't kill, she just silences. So yeah.
Okay. Well, that's dope. That's
Yeah.
dope. I always wondered about that. I'm huge into Greek mythology.
Yeah.
And just like being involved in music, as you are, in the word music and where that even comes from, coming
Hmm.
from the word muse,
Right.
and also coming from Greek mythology. And I thought that was a cool swing
Yeah.
on the name. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's really dope.
And one thing that I like to do now is just like harp on this like siren thing. And even in like my background vocals, I like to make them sound really beautiful, but like really creepy at the same time.
Sure.
It's more than angelic. There's a little touch of darkness to it. However,
Mhm.
I do consider myself to be more of an angel than a siren. But
Mhm.
I think the more you read on sirens, they're the same thing, just of the sea. So I'm trying to bridge those two eventually. But right now in my career, the siren's working out. So yeah.
It's weird, how, especially backing vocals, how air and
Hmm.
a lot of your backing vocals, that at
Hmm.
least that I've heard in
Yeah.
the stuff that I heard from you,
Hmm.
when there's air behind them,
Hmm.
it straddles this line between something that's extremely dark
Hmm.
and extremely light,
Yeah.
and
Hmm.
most of the really good musicians and great musicians straddle that line all the time. Like, um, it's, I mean, essentially either through that texturally or through dissonance, just like the
Right.
rubbing of notes at
Yeah,
really
I
super.
love dissonance. I love dissonance.
So,
I don't think people, like a consumer, can really explain that when they listen to it, but they can feel it. And I
absolutely.
think that that's important. Yeah.
Sure. So, okay, speaking of which, these themes, the backgrounds and feeling things. You're talking
Hmm.
about a consumer feeling things and not
Hmm.
not necessarily knowing what it is. These are
Hmm.
things that are commonly tied to film.
Yeah.
And when film and television and visual component, when I listen to your music, the visual component of your music is there, and it seems very purposeful.
Thank
Can you tell us just a little bit about your process of bringing audio and visual together?
So, are we talking about like we're talking about the sets, or like we're talking about like music
I'm just talking
videos, or
about
what?
in general,
In
whether it's
general?
sets, your music videos that you've come up with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I want to touch on this set in particular.
Mhm.
I I've been watching a lot of behind the scenes for like Beyonce and Solange, and just like a lot of live performances in general.
Mhm.
And what I really appreciate about them is you can tell the investment and the hard work. And
Mhm.
there's something so inspiring about that. It's just like I wanted to try to do the same thing, like at the length that I could.
Sure.
Um, because I think people appreciate the product more when they see when people are actually invested in it. And
Absolutely.
that in itself is a feeling, like it's inspiring. Like I sat in my basement for hours and hours and hours and hours, and like I was like, you know what, let me just like film me setting this up so that it adds another layer of depth to it.
Mhm.
um so that's with that. And not only that, I felt like it was really inspiring to go back into interviews that I've had in the previous years talking about my songs, and just thinking about how far I've come, or like even the themes that I've decided to bring today to how I make music.
Mhm.
And all I can do is really try my best to portray that. So that's for the live set. In terms of other visuals and other things, it's honestly, I overthink a lot, because for example, like today is the anniversary of like Amy Winehouse's album Back to Black. So I'm
Mhm.
probably want to do a cover for that. But in order to do a cover for that, I want to make sure that I'm presenting not just my voice. Because while I do appreciate the simplicity of a cover, I also think like even people that are like my peers that I look up to, even if they're just sitting on their bed, or even if they're just sitting at the computer, like there's something in their posture, there's something in the way that they're enunciating, there's something in the way they're holding the mic that embodies what they're trying to feel in the song. So I think what I've decided to do is not only do that, but like buy lights and buy candles and a sign of my name to really just like have an entire vibe to make people feel what I want to feel
It's
also.
it's wild. It's really wild. I can definitely connect with you on that, and I think it's important, and it's important, and it's also a breath of fresh air, and meeting someone who, no matter what you have, because I mean, it's never going to be, there's a hunger with an artist to always be better. So it's never going to be perfect. It's impossible, right?
Yeah.
So, but giving your all, giving all that you have, and going the extra mile. Like, a lot of my friends, some of my buddies or whatever who I DJ with, or produce with, or they'll be like, yo, man, dude, do we really need lamps on top of the DJ booth or DJ stand, or do we need lighting for this? Like, yeah, man, why not? Like if we're here, and it may be something that's like the smallest thing, like, just going out and buying a light for this, or buying,
Right.
going with softer light, or and these are glimpses of things that I see within your art form that I believe that are already beginning to transform
Thank
both what you're doing vocally,
you. Yeah.
and it's just giving you this, it just gives you this polish, which is
It's
really dope.
creating it's creating and adding character. And
Sure.
I feel like a lot of artists don't need that. And I'm not saying that I need it, because like singing has always been it. It hasn't always just been being a performer. However, uh I recall one of my peers, she's incredible. Her name is Diana Lopez. She posted on Instagram about life being a movie, and like when she posted that, it just clicked to me. I'm like, it's okay to be dramatic. It's okay to be particular. It's okay to like pay attention to small details, because it makes things not only more fun, it makes them more meaningful. And it reminds me of a good song. Like a good song, you can listen to it 10 different times and catch 10 different things in it. And I think that's another cool thing about like the performances that I've been doing, because even I'm like watching them and I'm like, oh, that's cool, or like that's whatever. Like it's just cool. It's something to marinate, to like really resonate in the spirit. So yeah.
Sure. I mean, like in this Halloween time, right? One of the most popular songs in the history of like this holiday, quote unquote holiday, or this season, is Thriller. Now Thriller, people remember the record, people remember the jacket, people remember the dance, people remember like 80 different aspects of this, because there's so much attention to detail that's given to every single aspect.
Right.
And this is like the humble beginnings of what's going on with you. And I'm excited about it, and I'm excited for
Stop gassing.
It's not gas. What is it? Speak to me about this. This is something that I haven't really asked too many artists in general, and I've never really asked anyone on camera. Do you feel pressure from the amount of output that is expected within the music industry these days?
Sheesh. Yeah. I think the beginning of this year, not even the beginning of this year, last year, before the pandemic started, I was feeling so much pressure to be consistent and everywhere all the time, like being an entertainer and dropping songs constantly, and going to perform as much as possible, and going to networking events, which are, it's not necessarily the same thing as like just like dropping songs, but it's all the same thing, because if you're not visible everywhere, then you get scared that people are going to forget you, because there's such a huge just world of music. What I will say is that there was a time where I got burnt out because I was trying to do everything at once, and realized like I'm a human first. And if I can't be myself, if I can't take care of myself as a human, as a like a being, as a person, then it's not going to translate well in the music. I'm not going to be able to write the way I want or produce the way I want. So if what it takes for me to write the music that I want is less visibility, then I think I'm willing to take that risk, because at the end of the day, the greats, they don't rush.
They don't.
And it's hard
They
because,
don't at
like,
all.
you know, if you think, like, if Beyonce was our age, like in this industry without like whatever she has, like what would she be doing? But the way I feel about it, like, it's difficult because I want to be at a specific stature.
Mm.
But especially thinking about this pandemic and thinking about all the artists hustling, and like, I don't even know half the people that half these people talk about, but they're making money and they have millions of views. So I'm thinking, you know, like, instead of trying to kill myself over the world loving me, like, let me create my world without the pressure of everybody else and let them come to it.
Mm.
And it takes time, but it's worth it, you know.
One of the best things about the pandemic has been, in my opinion, has been the reiteration and reassertion of patience.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, whether it's been like lines for people to wait in, to just slowing some of this stuff down, because you know, quite frankly, it doesn't this level of output does not lead or lend to consistency. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it just doesn't. I mean, consistency. One thing that's going to happen if you have consistent output, the level of consistent dope music is going to go down exponentially.
It's like
And we
supply and demand. Like,
sure,
you have something really, really great, and then everybody keeps wanting more and more and more and more. And
sure,
then like an artist feels pressure to like try to recreate what everybody wanted, and it's just not the same. Like,
sure, sure,
and it's just like, I think consumers need to be a little more forgiving.
sure. I mean, absolutely, absolutely. You know,
Yeah.
and it's like, you know, it's towing this line between you know, the consumer like kind of calming down and realizing that people are human. I mean, you iterated that a little bit
Mm-hmm.
earlier in today, just like, you know, human beings. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm a firm believer in you have to live life in order to make art. So
Right.
if you continuously, you know, but I just really wanted to know what you felt like that, being a young artist and breaking into this industry now. It's like, you know, it's just crazy on how much you have to post, how much music you have to put out, and it just
If
seems
I don't post a selfie or something like cute, like, I post about music, and it just does not get the same engagement. So
it's wild, right?
I have to go out of my way to feel pretty, to look
Mm.
pretty, to take a photo just for people to pay attention to music. Like, it's screwed.
Mm.
Um and it does suck sometimes. One thing that I reference to kind of just like humble myself in that way is like Black, you know, Black.
Black, as
Yes,
in
Six Black.
the color.
No, Six Black. Six
Oh no,
Black,
I
the
haven't.
artist.
Okay,
So
okay,
Black, he's an incredible artist,
sure.
and but he was an introvert, and he posted something about like, listen, I don't want to do this. Like, when I
Mm.
started this out, I did not think I would have to be posting or this or that, but I understood at the end of the day, it was for a bigger purpose.
Sure,
And
sure.
as hard as that is sometimes, I think, like, today, like, I'll probably like look cute and like take a picture or whatever. And I think again that like that was another part of like the siren mentality. Like, I'm luring people with something other than what I want them to, like, you know, have.
Sure.
It's a matter of give and take, and understanding that, you know, don't give everything first.
It's wild. I mean, you reference Beyonce.
Mhm.
I've had the opportunity to meet Beyonce on several occasions, and she's like
Blessed.
straight introverted. She doesn't speak.
Right.
It's the craziest thing. It's like, you know, she's mad respectful. I mean, she speaks. She says hello, but I mean,
Mhm.
she does not speak. And it was in a room where it's very, you know, people she was extremely comfortable with,
Mhm.
and she's just like, nah, you know, like it's, you know. So I mean,
Right.
even on even on that scale of like the biggest artists in the world, some of these things are unsustainable. But it's great to hear that you're dealing with these things and have a good outlook on them, and it
Yeah.
seems like you're able to straddle the line on both. I want to give you
Yeah.
this opportunity now to like really talk about some of the stuff that's coming out, because I know you have some up and coming projects.
Hmm.
I know you just dropped a video.
Hmm.
Everybody seems pretty excited about that. Tell us a little bit about that.
So yeah, I dropped Brat last month, and then I just dropped the Brat video.
Right.
It's not necessarily appropriate for anybody under 18, but
Mm.
for anybody that is, it's really funny. It was based off of a few things. There's like a Spice Girls music video, and then also Major Pain. It's an older movie. Yeah, my dad loved Major Pain.
Major Pain with was Damon Wayans.
Damon Wayans, yeah. So it's just like this funny thing, and like Brat was upbeat and lighthearted, and I really wanted to. I directed it. I edited. I co-edited, and yeah, it was just really fun. Definitely check that out. It's on YouTube.
Sure.
I actually have some merch dropping for that this week. After that, I'm actually, well, I already dropped it, but now I'm working on the release of another single called Paraíso. It's actually the second song that I performed in this set with the
Yeah,
red.
it's one of my favorites. It's a dope
Thank
joint.
you. Thank you. Yeah, but that's the one with the red, and that's getting mixed as we speak. I wanted to do an exclusive Bandcamp drop on November 6th. So if that does happen, be like in tune with me so you can figure that out.
And everybody who's watching, if you look like below me, it's like right here. There you go. It says it has her handle for all these
yeah.
yeah.
And then I should have the Paraíso video by the end of November. And December is just going to be a lot of fun and promotion for a project, which hopefully, God willing, will be end of January, early February. The reason why I'm saying hopefully, God willing, just because I don't want to, get anybody's hope up, just in case anything has to be moved. But yeah, it'll be like a small 5-song EP or something like that. I'm really excited. I have amazing songs that I'm really excited for everybody to hear. So
awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, and lastly, I'm a firm believer in that, in the sense that no one does anything as an individual. Okay. I mean, for example, just even with this wonderful stream that we put together in these interviews, you have Tracy, you have Mark Sharp, you have Silent Night, and Sarah, all who are part of this team, and myself.
Thank you.
Who are all part of this team who make these things happen. Who's a part of your crew or cast of characters that is helping to develop your sound, helping to develop your visual, and what have you?
So I am grateful to be living with a group of people that really are all incredibly talented. I'm actually a label owner of like a small label that I'm developing. So everybody a part of that. My man has definitely been helping me snap out of any bad, like just thoughts, and like, like if I ever feel like, I'm not doing enough, like people are here to make me feel good.
Sure.
My girl Naja's been incredibly inspirational.
My
and
sister.
she's really great, incredibly talented. My family, and honestly just like everybody who listens and who has loved me since day one. Like it's been like 3 years at this point that I've been rocking, and people have supported me so much. Lauren Kennedy, Kalisha, I can go on and on. My girls from college, like just everyone. Like I'm blessed.
Work. So I checked out a lot of content that you put out or whatever, and I ran across an interview where you speaking about, well, one, where you came from or where you're from, which I believe you're from Hershey, Pennsylvania, and then two, just about candy. And in this season of Halloween and trick or treat or whatever, what's your favorite candy? If you had a pillowcase full of candy, what would it be full of?
Lord, okay, bet. I was just yesterday, fiending for some candy.
Word.
Sour Patch Kids,
Sour Patch gotta have 'em.
Warheads.
The
I am
Warheads are underrated.
I'm an extremist, like with my hot sauce, with like sour, like anything. Airheads.
Hmm.
I would say. Do you know what ricin is or ricin?
Recent.
It's
Nah.
like a. It's bougie. It's like a chocolate mixed with like really really heavy sticky caramel toffee thing.
Yeah, I probably couldn't afford that one. I don't know about that one.
It's in CVS.
Hmm. Hmm.
Heath Bar.
That's a throwback.
I love
Heath
Heath.
Bar.
Yeah, I get it in like ice cream. I think it's too OD to like eat by itself.
Yeah.
Um,
That's like
and
stuck all the way in your teeth.
all the way, all the way. That's why I
Yeah.
get the ice cream with it. It helps a little bit. But and what else? I think that's enough.
That's
I
about enough.
think, yeah.
Alright, cool.
What about you? What about you? Oh, Tootsie Pops. Tootsie Pops.
Tootsie Pops are also good. Word.
Tootsie Pops. What about you?
All right, I gotta. There was a thing that my mom used to eat this candy, and they have it still. And I grabbed one, but I put it down because I know if I taste it, it's a wrap. I haven't had it since I was a kid. They used to have these bars called chunky bars,
Chunky.
and it's a 4 split, right? So you can
Mm-hmm.
share with friends. It's also very important for me to share with friends if I have candy. You know what I mean?
Right.
You gotta Kit Kat them. You gotta hit them with the Twix. You know, like
Ooh, Twix. Yeah.
you gotta hit them with multiple people, right? But this it comes in a 4, right?
Yeah.
And it's like it's chocolate, and it has like this it has like small raisins, and it's almost like a raisinette, but it's, oh my god, when
I love
say it's
Raisinets.
like banging, slamming.
Raisinets with like popcorn too.
Oh, all day.
Yeah, all day.
Gotcha. All right, so really quick, we went through your up and coming projects. You have something coming around January, February. We'll wait for that, and I'm going to say it's decidedly so. I think that it's all going to go off without a hitch. You just dropped your video for Brat. I really enjoyed it. It is something that, family friendly wise, you might want to chill on that. But if you're
I will
on
have
stage,
family
check that out.
friendly soon.
You do family friendly all the time. You gotta have both.
Yeah.
And we're all very excited over here in New Brunswick. Peace once again to Naja Young for introducing, because
Queen.
Naja all day. Matter of fact, I've been cooking up some joints for Naja. I'm very proud of what she's doing.
Yeah.
But once again, we're here with the Trick or Treat series. This is the last one for October. At 6:00, we're going to be coming back, same channel, we're back here at YouTube at 6:00 with Silent Night. Silent Night is going to be bringing on John Robinson. John Robinson is going to come in and do his thing. Bairi, actually, if you don't know about John Robinson, you should know about him. He makes some crazy, amazing tracks.
I'm gonna tune in. For
real.
Definitely.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna put this out in the ether that John, that you got something production wise for Bairi. I think that yeah.
Bring it
on.
And
Definitely dope. And I just want to say thank you once again to Tracy and Mark and Sarah and Silent Night. It's been really dope. We've been holding down these events consistently every single week since April. And really, I mean, it might have actually been March, but April, the beginning of April, we started out and doing this, and we've been consistent with it. We're going to take a quick break for the month of November. Actually, me and Silent Night are working on something. Just to let everybody know, in the month of November, and I would hope to have you back as well, Bairi. I will be doing an interview every single day for the month of November. It's going to be my birthday month. I want to make sure that I showcase all of these artists. These artists are incredible, and I want to make sure that I shed as much light on new artists as possible. So
I'm here. Let's do it.
Word up. It's going to be dope. So without further ado, thank you so much again for blessing us with your talent and with this wonderful Q&A. And we expect great things.
Right. Elijah's promise
all day. Make sure you give a nickel, a penny, whatever you can. You see it scrolling down on the bottom. Don't act like you don't see it.
Don't act like you don't see it.
Don't act like you don't see it.
It's right there.
If you don't see it right there, then it's in the chat. It's in the comments. Give all you can. Do all you can. thank you so much, and
Thank you.
peace.
Bye.